We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin.
And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at this. And we're going back, way back to 2014 when I first reviewed this on the blog. The link to that written review, of course, is available in the description down below. So this is the Arizona Gunslinger Smoking Hot Habanero Pepper Sauce. And this sauce is fresh ripened habaneros, red ripened jalapenos, vinegar, and salt. And I vaguely remember thinking this was an okay sauce, but not too much beyond that. And the Arizona Gunslinger stuff, I think, is actually kind of, all the stuff I've had is kind of generally in that mode where it's more on the okay side of things. And what's going on with this label here? But so this is one of the archive sauces. Of course, had it before. Oh, and the cap's cracked. Huh, well, I guess you don't see that every day. Oh, this cap is busted up. Well, hopefully the sauce hasn't spoiled. Maybe with the wrapping on it, it'll be all right. I don't know. We'll taste it. If it's bad, then I guess I will be getting another bottle to do this. All right. It doesn't look like it's turned or anything, though. Looks like it's a little bit lower than normally they fill these bottles, and we're dumping that restrictor cap because we don't need it. But I mean, the sauce isn't discolored or anything, so. All right, let's just throw it in the spoon and take a look, see what we got here. All right. You can see it's a pretty smooth, fairly medium sauce. It does stick well, including this plastic of the spoon that doesn't like things stuck to it. See, this is, it's a red, it's tending towards orange, just a little, just a touch. Not a lot, just a little bit. A really pretty color though. I do like this color quite a bit. All right, well, let's get into this and see if this is still any good. Oh. More or less as I remembered it. Bit sour, bit salty. Discolored the spoon. I happened to find another cap for something else, so that'll work. 5-ounce bottles, 5-ounce bottle, right? Alright. So we got here some tamales. Very moderate heat on this. I'm going to see if we can't get us a little build. This is not a good indicator, honestly, having it like this, because usually I don't start rating them until I've gotten into the sauce a bit, so I have enough room to agitate it. This one's a bit grainy, and I'm still kind of wondering if you got some air in there and dried it out a little bit. But all right, so we got some red sauce pork tamales here. And they're okay. I know there's some purists that dislike the idea of putting sauce in tamales, but I like them that way. So this sauce It's good till 2025. I just saw the date. And it kind of reminds me a little bit. I'm using this anyway, but it kind of reminds me a little bit of the discussion that sometimes see about. Oh man, this is salty. Wow. I can't get over that. Like, this is a very salty sauce. Whether or not to refrigerate sauces after they're open. I personally do, because I've seen sauces turn. They're not refrigerated. And if you've been at a chili head with hot sauces for any length of time, you've probably seen some discoloration. You've seen sauces turn, and they are not. I'm not sure how unsafe they are, but they're not what I would consider edible from a flavor perspective once they turn. So I don't know if there's a food safety issue, but to me they're not good once they turn. So if they discolor, I just get rid of that part, dump it in the trash, or I keep toothpicks on hand in case it gets clotted up in the neck to clear that as well. And that's my stance. So is that once it's open, it needs to be refrigerated. So this might change a bit as well once it's been refrigerated, but for now it is a very, very salty sauce. Very light on the heat. Getting a lot of pepper flavor here. It's almost like the heat is more habanero. The flavor really to me is a bit more on the jalapeno side though. It's quite nice. With just those 4 ingredients though, it's very pepper forward. Salty, but more pepper forward than not. And that's not, that's not unwise. If you're going to lead with either jalapeno or habanero, leading with the better tasting one is probably smart. Red jalapenos are excellent. I don't see those as often as I like, but I do like them quite a bit when I do. I mean, this is a really good solid. This is not a bad Mexican style sauce to have around. It just gotta be really careful though, because you can get a really over salted aspect to that. I don't actually think this is a good application for it. I think this is a better sauce to play off stuff like tacos, burritos, that sort of thing. As a tamale sauce or an enchilada sauce, it does leave a bit to be desired. Obviously, it's not intended for that, but I don't think I've actually tried it on tamales before, though. If you add a regular nice red tamale sauce and you combine it with this, or you use that as like a extra effect, that would be excellent as well. These are very hot temperature wise. I kind of hope they would cool off a little bit, but no. And these are just, I forget what brand they are, but they're just ones I get at the grocery store. But they're always pretty consistent. Just pork and a little bit of red chili on the inside. The ratio. A ratio. The ratio of meat to masa is quite good. And a lot of times you'll get tamales where the filling, it'll be like really masa heavy with just a little stripe of filling on the inside. I don't like those. You see me have all kinds. I mean, I've had the sweet corn ones. This would actually be really good on the sweet corn ones, I think. It is a bit on the astringent side. To the point where I kind of wish it was a little bit less so. I mean, pepper sauce is right there. If there is, I don't. I know as nitpicky as I usually am. This will sound strange, but I don't really find a qualitative difference between a pepper sauce and a hot sauce. And if there is one, though, this is a good example of what that would be, because you're really getting a very pepper forward taste, a little bit more so than just a combination of ingredients. But again, I don't think there's I don't find there to be a difference there. Yeah, so this is better in something rather than on something. I guess that's the way I'd approach it. You know, that was one of the things too with my custom Mexican style sauce. That you can check out the video for that. Where I blended that nicely together. But that one was good in both settings. And a lot of that had to do with the Irazu fire roasted jalapeno, which is really good on both on and in stuff. Some sauces are. This one, it's better for it to play off of other things. Tamales, I think, are just a little bit too neutral for that. That's why they need more of a smothering sauce rather than a hot sauce. Or if you are going to have a hot sauce, you still kind of need the smothering sauce. But fortunately, I'm pleased that the nothing spoiled here. This is, I mean, it's all around just a pretty solid Mexican style sauce, habanero sauce. Very pepper forward. Like I said, the flavor to me is more towards the jalapenos, which I'm happy about, than it is the habaneros. And it's a bit on the salty side as well, and a bit on the astringent side. But these sauces are they're usually priced pretty right. They're usually $5 to $7 sauces, so it's definitely worth it to pick up. I'm not dissatisfied anyway with this. They did a popcorn too, which was honestly pretty good as well. I think they make okay sauces. They make good, round, solid sauces. They're not. It's not going to be the best thing you've ever had, certainly, but it'll be pretty far from the worst as well. And this one fits right into that pretty well, pretty nicely. So, but anyway, there we have it. The Arizona Gunslinger Smoking Hot Habanero Pepper Sauce.
Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.